How many average players do you think GPO deserves? 40k, 10k, 200, 100k? Well, in reality, GPO gets an average of around 15 to 20k players. But that's only when they update. When they don't update for a while, they usually get an average of 4 to 8k. But why do they not get players during these times? Well, I think it's pretty obvious. The game is stale. And there's nothing to do. See, the numbers only really bump up whenever there's a big update that adds something big and new, like the Battle Royale update or the Dressrosa update. Every time this graph has a major dip is when they have maintenance for updates. And some of these updates literally don't add anything to the game and don't give GPO any more players. Because these updates add literally nothing or just flopped because of lack of interest. Like when they brought back Cruise or the JJK Battle Royale update. But that's because JJK sucks. Now, think about that reason again. Does GPO not get the players it deserves because of the lack of updates? Or the lack of features? Well, both questions are kind of the answer. GPO is not finished. Well, obviously. But what I mean by that is GPO is a building that doesn't quite have enough pieces in it to be considered finished. Let's look at GPO as a whole. What features are there and what is there to do? So once you're max level, you can fight bosses for drops, play Battle Royale, fight the factory raid, fish, which is new and kind of cool, and try to complete the now impossible Impel Down solo. Let's look back in time. A month before June 20th, 2023. It's May 2023. The high from Battle Royale is finally over, and the people have gotten bored and have nothing to do. So most log off. But even though Battle Royale games are now impossible to get into and Kraken stacking was removed, you, somehow, are still playing. Maybe you were rotting away in Trade Hub trying to get an all-seeing eye or a candy cane, or still fighting Krakens just at a way slower rate than before, hoping for that delicious mochi or tori. It's been half a year. The last time they updated was half a year ago. It's looking like there's no hope. So, you look around for the last time. Remembering the memories you had of this blocky game, then you finally log off. For what you thought was the last time. I'm free! It's been a couple weeks. You haven't played GPO, and you're probably playing other games or actually going outside. But you keep thinking about the times you had on that game, the people you met, the time you spent. It's over now. Why would GPO update? It's been half a year, so you stop dwelling on it, and you start moving on. But then... you check your Discord, and GPO has posted something actually important in the updates channel for once. Dawn of the first day. Was GPO actually going to update for the first time in half a year? You start talking to the people you used to play GPO with, and everyone is speculating a huge return. And everyone in the GPO Discord is going crazy about this. But everything is up to speculation. No one knew what was going to happen. All you could do was wait. And wait, you did. The coveted Update 8 finally dropped, and everyone is coming back! GPO's numbers skyrocketed from 5k to 70k. GPO added custom grips, a good BR map, a huge island with 3 new events, a new fighting style, 2 new mythical fruits, a mythical weapon, and Gum Gear 2nd. Everything was looking up. But then, after that short period of bliss, after you've done all the BR games you wanted to play, gotten Gear 2nd, tried the new fruits, gotten that new race, and done everything you wanted to do. Including that damn factory raid that took 200 times. I didn't even get a damn weapon. I hate that damn factory. But I digress. After doing everything you wanted, weeks pass. You and many GPO players realize GPO is doing it again. Months go by without an update. It's October and there's no word of a Halloween update. It's over. GPO is finally done with updating. But you're loyal, so you stay with GPO, doing literally anything to keep the time passing. It's now November. GPO still hasn't updated. Their players haven't made it past 4K for 2 weeks. The cycle is starting again. What will you do? Continue to wait, or finally let go? And many players decide to take the latter option. Getting free from the jail that is GPO. Some of the people I know personally moved on to other games, like Deepwoken.
説明しろ、スグル。
翔子から聞いただろ。それ以上でも以下でもないさ。
だから術師以外殺すってか。意味ない殺しはしねえんじゃなかったのか。非術師殺して術師だけの世界を作る。無理に決まってんだろ。
君にならできるだろう、サトル。自分にできることを人にはできやしないと言い聞かせるのか。君は五条悟だから最強なのか、最強だから五条悟なのか。もし私が君になれるのなら、この馬鹿げた理想も地に足がつくと思わないか。殺したければ殺せ。それには意味がある。
Or they just quit Roblox altogether. Sure, GPO still updated after that. They could never really reach those numbers they once had, though. Now, this is the story of many GPO players who gave up after GPO just stopped consistently uploading. Now, of course, yours truly never gave up with GPO. I was one of those 3 caves still playing. Doing nothing. Like, literally nothing, just wasting time. Sorry, where was I? GPO. That story I told will resonate with a lot of you GPO players out there. And to anyone who was listening, it's pretty obvious what the reason for GPO's lack of players is. I bet you forgot that's the point of this video. Waiting did not equal the reward. The months players had to wait were just not worth it. 6 months of development just led to around 3 to 2 weeks of fun. You could argue that the people who grinded out everything the update had to offer would of course run out of things to do. But I mean, after you play a game for 3 weeks, you usually don't have a lot of stuff to do no matter what. Let's get back to the main important question. You've definitely come up with your own answer to why GPO gets no players. It might be something like, playing one game for so long will always get boring, or GPO just doesn't update. Well, the answer is kinda every answer. Like anything you think will probably be the answer. Because everyone's answer will be different because people have different reasons and ways to think and ideas on why to do certain things. But let's talk about the main reason. Everyone agrees with this reason. Everyone complains about GPO not updating. And frankly, that's a good answer and a good reason to quit. But I've been staring at this chart for a while, and I think GPO is either starting to get a consistent dev team, or the GPO devs are focusing on GPO over everything else. I mean, like, the updates have been pretty good size-wise, and they've been dropping them every 3 weeks or so. I think this current system is pretty good, and they release a small update every month, and then eventually, assuming eventually, they release a huge update. But what's weird is that Deepwoken is using the same system. And I think they've been doing it better. Which is dumb. Because Deepwoken is dumb. But I'm gonna disregard my feelings about Deepwoken for this little bit. I'm also gonna have to dumb down Deepwoken, so people can understand this huge gap in development. So Deepwoken updates on a weekly basis, which GPO could never. And they add a good amount of stuff every week. Like every week they can have an update that adds a couple weapons, a couple spells, and maybe some new systems or mechanics. And they release these weekly updates with balancing tweaks. They actually balance the game every week. Please, GPO, take a page out of their book. Please. Holy. And to express how much these updates add, so recently they added a new attunement called Blood Rent. Attunements are basically magics. And with this attunement, they added 17 blood mantras and 30 talents. Mantras are skills, and talents are perks. These updates Deepwoken have may have less content sometimes. But when you think about the time frame, Deepwoken devs could probably make a Dressrosa tier update if you give them 4 weeks. I can't find anywhere on how big Deepwoken's dev team is, but GPO's dev team isn't that small. It's around 20 or so people. So I think they could do a little better. But it's not like I'm in any position to talk. I make mediocre Roblox videos. So what's the point of this video? I don't even know anymore, honestly. I kind of just wanted to talk about GPO because I love it and want more of it. But I think this is the end of the video. I spent a while on this video and its bits. I hope you guys like this new style I'm trying to develop of more cutaways. I guess that's what you can call them. If you want to talk about more GPO, then comment and I'll respond, most likely. 70-30. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell or whatever. I don't know what to say at the end.
I just lost my dog. Yeah, my brother taught me how to chase the bag. Get right in the field, I had to make a bag. The day you lost your soul, wish I could take it back. I just wanna go get one more bag with my brother. Wanna be rich forever for my goals. Supposed to take you on your first trip on a private